Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for an album review, and this is for Grimes' new album, Miss Anthropocene, that I've been prolonging to do for a while. I was just waiting for the right time to do it for before its release date, or at least close to the release date mostly. So, I'm gonna discuss what I listened to and let you know my thoughts on this album. So let's dive into this review. Now, I'm going to review the deluxe edition, which includes 5 extra tracks, which I gotta say, this record is impressive. It's very artistic. Um, yeah, Grimes does have a weird voice. When you're listening to her singing, it's in Violence, it just I felt uneasy about that voice. I was like, ugh. But it was actually pretty cool. Delete Forever was the last single she released, which was last Wednesday, which I wish they would have done the long version for it, but it's fine. I got to hear most of the song, so uh, yeah, Delete Forever was about someone she was explaining in the Genius video I saw that it basically is talking about her 6 friends who passed away from a heroin overdose, which I I feel very sorry for her because it's got to be really rough losing people like that, losing anyone that dies from some kind of overdose or suicide or whatever. And she does suffer with depression and talks about it through most of this record. And it's kind of a dark record. I think Dark Side is got to be the weirdest track on here, where she uses the auto tune voice, the or whatever. It's kind of gibberish stuff that I hear when I listen to it. Dark Side, but Pan's in this song as well. I don't know who that is, but I'm not hating the song. So Heavy I Fell Through the Earth is gotta be my favorite song on here, for sure. Um, then you have 4 a.m., which is part of the Cyberpunk 2077 game that unfortunately got delayed because I guess they had issues with the game and need time to fix it. So it's coming out in September. It says September 17th. But the theme song for it is Grimes' 4 a.m. And 4 a.m., I've grown attached to it now. It's pretty good. Um, I think Dark Side was probably the weirdest one, like I said, on this record. But uh, My Name is Dark was was talking about her depression and uh, having to struggle with racing thoughts and all that about or suicidal thoughts or something. I don't know for sure. It's just I can relate to depression for sure because it is a bitch. I suffer through it a lot, uh, and I struggle with it every day. But I take medicine for it, so uh, which is a good thing. But So Heavy I Fell Through the Earth, the shorter version, which is the algorithm mix, was not a bad remix. I enjoyed it, and the club mix for Violence was pretty good. The original Violence song just creeped me out with the C, with her voice hitting that high note, and ugh, it was just weird. And I wouldn't say in a bad way it was good, but yeah, I think Before the Fever kind of threw me off too. It wasn't my favorite song, but It was a song to get through the album. But I Adore You is probably going to be everyone's favorite to close the album. For the regular edition, it closes the album. When you hear the deluxe, it's the final track, I Adore You Algorithm Mix. I finally got to hear it. It took a while to post that song on one of the websites where I go to download it, but I found it on Zippy Share, and I'm glad I heard it. It was pretty good. It's the shorter version. It's like 4 minutes and 46 seconds. The original song is like over 7 minutes. And that's pretty long and lengthy. But this album, overall, it's pretty good. It's a recommended album. If you guys are new to Grimes, I would recommend this album. I never heard Art Angels or anything like that. I'm kind of new to Grimes. I got into her with the Nihilist Blues track that came out from Bring Me the Horizon last year. So that's when I started following her music, and I was like, oh, okay, she's not so bad. And I did hear We Appreciate Power, so I enjoyed that too. New Gods is definitely a really good song. It's a little mellow pace, but it's good. So is You'll Miss Me When I'm Not Around. That was a really good one. But I think Delete Forever has a great message behind it about heroin users and having to lose a friend or whatever, or a couple friends, which is pretty sad that she had to go through that. But at the same time, I'm glad she made this song because it was really good. I was kind of wondering what the song meant, but it was kind of hard to understand her voice in some songs, understand what she was singing and what lyrics she was singing and all that. So that's kind of the side note that takes down the rating for the record. But overall, out of 10, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. This is a really good album. This is definitely recommended for those of you who haven't heard Grimes' music. You'll like this. You might think it's weird at first, but give it a couple listens and it'll grow on you for sure. This album isn't terrible. It's pretty good, in my opinion. I think it's really good. And yeah, this was an enjoyable record, and I'm glad I listened to it. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Grimes album, Miss Anthropocene, if you've heard it. And if you like this review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for Ozzy Osbourne's Ordinary Man album review, probably tonight, and Polaris's new album review. The Death of Me, or I think it's called. I will return to you for that, because I did listen to one of their singles, and I heard Landmine last night by Polaris, and I did enjoy it. It was pretty good. But I'll talk to you more about it in my review for it, for Polaris's new album review. And I'm really excited to review Ozzy's new album, because there's a vast majority of good songs on that album. But I'll talk more about it in my review, in my next review, which will be for Ozzy Osbourne's new album that I'll be reviewing. And I will review the Emma movie review this weekend. And throwback movie review is going to be Monday, a new one. It'll be episode 5 out of 22 episodes that I'll be doing. So I'm kind of making season 2 of the throwback movie reviews pretty long, because, yeah, it just feels like the right thing to do. Make it a little lengthy. But, anyways, thank you for watching this review. I look forward to doing more reviews for you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.